Good evening, everybody. You're all very welcome to the May Queen tonight as we gather to honour one of the long-serving members of the South Sligo Summer School, Junior Davey. So, give him a warm We've been preparing for this for a while, and you can see that we have 2 new shirts, one apiece. We went shopping last week.
2 for the price of 1.
They were outside Lyle in the shop in Ballymore for €20. You couldn't leave them out.
I didn't notice the cards separating.
But just a bit of housekeeping before we start. How we might get out of here if we had to get out of here. Fire exits, take a look round and find the nearest one to you. And just to ask you maybe to either knock off or put on silent the mobile phones, please. And we ask you maybe not to be recording. The recording of the concert will take place. Tom and Lisa will look after that for us. I think we might be going out live, aren't we, Lisa? So you better behave yourselves. We'll be up online for 30 days, incriminating evidence. Like watching the All-Ireland analysis afterwards. But there will be a recording of the concert available for 30 days and also available for those who wish to have it. John McHugh and Maria Lynn McHugh are looking after sound here for us, and so we have a lot of items to get through, so hopefully we'll get through that fairly peacefully, for a better word. In welcoming Junior, I also want to welcome his wife Jelka in a very special way here in the front row, and their son Oisín and his friends Moss and Senan, is that right? Are you all harpsmen, are you? Keeping an eye on you so for that. But also to mention Rachel and Adele, her daughters, who are maybe joining us online, maybe with so we welcome all who are joining us online. So just maybe to get the music rolling, we want to invite some of very talented young musicians onto the stage to start the evening off for us. So I invite Sinead Johnson and Ryan Sheridan and Conor McDonough.
There's a little amendment there, just got a text. Sorry folks.
Who's running the show now?
You are. We might skip to the second. Okay. Traffic jam with the young musicians, so we're going to the second group, the Tutor group, and I think I'm not sure who's in it, but Oisín is one of them anyway. So Oisín McDermott might make your way here, Oisín, and your friends might join you on the stage. Don't interrupt me again, Junior. Sorry.
Warning you.
Confessions of the morning.
Are we the group? The Tutor group? Welcome to Oisín and Manus and Michael and Jarlath. Give them a warm welcome.
We're going to open by playing 2 jigs. The first one is called Maureen's Jig. We're not sure who wrote this tune, but we do like it. And the second one is called The 4 Chords.
Right away, fiddles.
wonderful to see everybody gathered here, and not surprised it's packed to the rafters here tonight. Very special night for Junior, and on behalf of the gang up here we want to say a huge congratulations to Junior and his family. A huge towering figure in Sligo music over many decades, and a great source of music and a great source of encouragement to a lot of us here today. So we're very delighted to see the spotlight shone on Junior here tonight, and we wish him a wonderful night. Go gorgeous one. We're going to finish off with our little setup here with 3 real stars. I think the Maud Miller, the Calavin, and the Temple House, probably locally.
Lovely music from the lads, and thanks very much. And as I say, tutors and people who have played with Junior over the years. And just a man that's missing tonight, Declan Folan, who has also been part of Junior's musical heritage over the years and very much involved with him. Declan can't be with us here tonight, unfortunately. I think it was 2 years ago, was it, when we had Declan's tribute concert here, and since then, sadly, his daddy has passed away, Corey, who was a real gentleman and would be here in the front row tonight if he were with us. So we remember him as well. And just in saying that, I want to also acknowledge Michael Hurley, who played the flute for us. His mammy has passed away in the recent past, so we remember her as well, and all deceased musicians and friends over the years. And we thank Michael for being here with us at this difficult time for us. So, in case Junior stops me again, I'm going to go ahead. I want to call now on more tutors, Fiacre Guihan and Conal McCormack, John here, John Dwyer, and Kerry Herity. They're going to perform for us now, hopefully. Not looking mighty, Junior.
I'm staying here this time.
Yeah, don't come down this side anymore. Okay, Claire, the woman Claire. Claire Devine, give her a big South Slider welcome. Belfast Trashcast, yeah. Told me that you were late for the sessions as well on a number of occasions.
My first ever bodhrán lesson.
First ever bodhrán lesson.
Yeah.
I know you're playing the
Told me
guitar.
that was fantastic.
It goes so well, did it? But
That's right.
Best
as well
player
as
ever
being a
seen.
very busy woman, she's also a wonderful artist, Junior tells me as well. So anyway, give Claire another warm South Sligo.
So needless to say, my voice is very hoarse today, and I pray to God I get through the song. So I actually wrote this song about 16 years ago, 13 years ago maybe, and it's about my dad. So when I was younger, my dad was an alcoholic, and obviously that ends the story, and he is now sober 30 years. So I wrote this wee song about him. My dad is also a singer and plays guitar, and so obviously that's where I got it from. And it was just kind of the journey we've had since then through music and reconnecting with each other and all. It's just been amazing. So this is for me daddy. Pubs and bars, drunks, guitars, his music was his life. Most every day he'd drink and play, that's how he would survive. A disease, we were told, had gripped his soul, though he always thought he was fine. Drink took its toll, he lost control, because he couldn't walk the line. This broken man, he's faced his pain to find what he had before. He struggled through to start anew and rebuild his life once more. Mother tried, she really tried, as much for love as for concern. With sob and grief, the nights he'd leave, tears of joy when he'd return. This roller coaster he was on, it touched us all differently, as we tried to ignore that drink could mean more than his wife and his family. This broken man, he's faced his pain to find what he had before. He struggled through to start anew and rebuild his life once more. That's a happy verse. He's sober now, his heart is strong, the star that we once known, singing all his country songs. hide our love and pride and the fight that he has won. He's broken man, he's faced his pain to find what he had before. He struggled through to start anew and rebuild his life once more. This broken man, he's faced his pain to find what he had before. He struggled through to start anew and rebuild his life once more. Come on, hurry up, hurry up.
It was like this in those three universities, right?
I never heard it. I was like about 5 minutes late, and that's all I hear. You're right on time today, Claire. Right. So this next week, so I'm going to do it's the Hills of South Armagh.
Crowded streets of Brooklyn seem a long way from thy home. People rushing onward, going to and coming from. You bid them time of day, and then they look the other way. And so you end up just like them, and you talk to no one. Where the grass is fresh and green, where the air is pure and clean, where the gentle rivers kiss mountain streams. Although I travel far, the hills of South Armagh are the hills I'm roaming nightly by dreams. The view from my apartment is a junkie's alleyway. My children speak in accents not like mine. My old man's working 2 jobs, we don't see him much these days. Oh, we'd be happy if we only had the time. Where the grass is fresh and green, where the air is pure and clean, where the gentle rivers kiss the mountain streams. Although I've traveled far, the hills of South Armagh are the hills I'm roaming nightly by dreams. I hear the hills are occupied by strangers now, and there isn't any work for us to do. Oh, it's a hard life when you're forced from home to leave the ones you love. Oh, it's a hard life when you're forced to live this way. Where the grass is fresh and green, where the air is pure and clean, where the gentle rivers kiss mountain streams. Although I travel far, the hills of South Armagh are the hills I'm roaming nightly fresh and green, where the air is pure and clean, where the gentle rivers kiss mountain streams. Although I travel far, the hills are south of mine, and the hills I'm roaming nightly.
We're delighted to be here tonight, and congratulations to Junior Davey on this lovely evening. We wish you all the very best, Junior, from us all up here. And we'd like to invite Katrina up now to join us for a song. Yeah! Give Katrina a big round of applause.
Why am I going up beside you? Oh, this is my high heels. That's why I wore them. I said I'd be tall. I kept me up. I don't want to break it again. I don't And John loves when I start speaking Gaeilge. He goes like. So he's coming back to Connemara someday with us for a week, or maybe 2 weeks, and we might keep him all together. What do you think, Harry? Yes. I think Junior has to come back as well, because you know what, when I met this man first, you know, sorry, where's your wife? I fell in love with your ways, God bless you. Where's your beautiful, oh, there you are. Yeah. I think we all fell in love with Junior when we met him first. Just your whole personality, your spirit, your soul, you're just so as we say, you're so well-natured, and you're a very, very special person. When we meet you, you touch our heart. So. John is looking at me. me. Time to stop. Time to start singing. I'm going to sing a small little song, and it's called Tras na Dunta. And I'd say you all know this song, and you'll be able to. Ah, yes. I love to hear your voices as well. I think it's in C, all right, yeah. Lovely. Tras na Dunta da share, Sláis an waignas is sláis again. Gal a mochrí agus galí aigdian. Gal a beg Philip O'Hayden. I'd say we could go up one more. What do you think? Would we go up to D maybe? A, B, C, A, B, C, D. I think it's D, isn't it?
It's the high heels.
Yeah, another one. Sorry. We had no practice, as you know. Tras the ledante da sheer, Sláis an waignas is sláis again. Gal a mochrí agus galí haigdian. Gal a beg Philip O'Hayden. Choinnig mo hende here again. Or agus adige Cyrus until Heidi and a crane of labrak a gachley. Smagridim le doim a ween. Ted agus tras na ledanta da sheer. Sláis an waignas is sláis again. Gal a mochrí agus galí haigdian. Gal a beg Philip O'Hayden. Muinted an year shed cart a mochrí. Fáilte is Philip Romer gatív. All gone until Shashawi Melonry. Burlos on the hing for a girl. Me agus tras a ledanta da sheer. Sláis an waignas is sláis again. Gal a mochrí agus galí haigdian. Gal a beg Philip O'Hayden. Agus tras a ledanta da sheer. Sláis an waignas is sláis again. Gal a mochrí agus galí haigdian. Gal a beg Philip O'Hayden. Gal a beg Philip O'Hayden.
Thank you, Katrina. That was beautiful. Big round of applause for Katrina and Jerry for helping us out. So we're going to finish off now with a selection of reels, and we're going to be joined by Emer and Marcus, I think it is, isn't it? For some dancing. So thank you very much.
wonderful music and dancing. Well done to all. I should have known Marcus, he's my neighbour from Ballymote. I couldn't see him with the light. Too much light. So now we're going to invite somebody who has been part of the summer school for many years, working here as a tutor and as a musician and singer and composer, is the whistle, flute and accordion, Carmel Gunning. So I invite Carmel to come to the stage, and she will be joined by Junior. It's time for Junior to play a tune, isn't it? And just while they're getting ready, on the stage there, we had John Dwyer, and John Dwyer's granny, Babs Dwyer, used to play with Junior's father, Andy Davey, and my father as well in the group, and also John Luby was part of that group, and Josie Sheridan from here in Tutor. They often played here in the May Queen and in different other places of worship like here. And over the years they had a group called the Liffey Banks. Junior's father, Andy, was a wonderful fiddle player and gentleman. And sadly he passed away in 2005, and Junior's mammy, Annie, also great supporter of the music as well, and she passed away in 1989.
Galway do well in the football district. Not right, Breed. I seen you were at the match. I went to Sligo today to Elbreeze. There wasn't a Galway shirt to be had. All the Sligo supporters have converted. They're all supporting Galway. So best of luck to, I suppose, look, we'll be diplomatic about it, best of luck to both teams in Northern Ireland. So long as Galway wins. Right there.
Hello? Hello.
But no, I didn't realise the stage was so high, and the old knees are not as good as they used to be. So I'm going to I'll play one of my compositions. It's called a fling, and it's called Conway's Cross. If anybody of you is from Glan or Giva or nearby, you know where Conway's Cross is. When I was a young girl, it was a hive of activity, and now there's nothing in it. But before we continue, I just want to congratulate Junior on his long stint of musicianship and friendship with Deborah Curry, and even with myself. I met you in the late 70s, Junior, and we've been together since. Isn't that a great idea? So, Conway's Cross. All right. Right, I'm going to do two jigs, let's say. Again, they're my own compositions. First one is called Ashleen Ruby, and the next one is called After Ross's Point. Junior many more years in the music business and played with Tutor Curry and wherever else you go. He's world famous, you know that. Okay, we'll finish off with a couple of reels. Okay. Maybe the Flubbin reel, I suppose. God only knows what else. Maybe the Yellow Tinker.
beautiful music. Well done, Carmel and Junior. I think Junior has a very special treat in store for you now, and he's going to tell you about it himself. Isn't that right, Junior?
I think so.
Think so. Good man.
James is Shauna.
Shauna.
Yeah.
Yes. Up there. Shauna.
Good stuff. Want me to talk? Father James, I seem to be responsible for all the technical hitches here. I had a few students. I had 8 students competing at the provincial flair in Strokestown, the Connacht flair, and they all done exceptionally well. And I kind of thought that it'd be only fair. Some of them qualified for the All Ireland, and some weren't as lucky. That's the way competition goes. But I decided we get them all here, and I left them to their own devices. I said I booked a room for them to practice. I contacted them and said, it's up to you. So I haven't a clue what they're going to do, but it's going to be an a cappella piece, kind of a river dance goes bodhrán piece. So give you a big round of applause for the bodhrán group. Tell you who they are and where they're from. We need a few more chairs as well, or possibly maybe you could sit on the front of the stage. But just to introduce the group T, we'll just go on a first name basis on where they're from. We'll start here. This gentleman here, I was saying, he has a hairstyle like John Travolta. But you know, if there's any girls out there, he's spoken for, I think. The reason I know that is I was at the Connacht Flair, and of course I'm always eager to hear the students and hear them warming up and everything, and I told Irla, like, it's all about the focus, you know, it's all about the focus, you have to focus. And I was speaking to his dad, Chuck, there for a minute or so, and I turned around, and the next thing, Jesus, he was heading off the floor, and this young one with him. 5 minutes till we're gone. But he played well anyway. So this is Irla, all the way from Ballina in County Mayo. And Mayo is well represented here tonight, so no hard feelings about the football boys. Next to Irla we have Marty from Ballina as well. Brilliant. Without any fear, and it's not because I'm their teacher that I'm not really Marty's teacher. I was mentored Marty. He's an excellent player, absolutely brilliant. They all are brilliant players here. It's amazing. And I'm really looking forward to this piece. It should be amazing. Then we have Gervais the Machine, all the way from Killarney and Sligo. But there's a little machine in Killarney as well, and that's Jerome, his brother. Now, the next man is John, and when he's not calving cows and farming and saving bales and playing football, he does a bit of bodhrán and he does it really well. John, all the way from Killarney. Now we can't forget about the girls, absolutely can't. So we'll start with this young lady here, and I have to say that Tony is the under 12 tin whistle Connacht champion. Is that right? I don't know if Stephen Doherty is in the audience, but one time Stephen was in a bodhrán class in Ballahadreen in with Johnny Ringo McDonough, my good friend Johnny. And Stephen was learning the bodhrán and everything, and I was sitting in sort of helping Johnny, and Johnny said, does any of you play instruments? And Stephen said, I play a bit on the tin whistle. And Johnny said, play a bit. So Stephen played, and if any of you know Stephen Doherty, like, he was exceptionally good at a very young age. So he played a tune, and Johnny said, in the name of God Almighty, he says, what are you learning the bodhrán for when you can play a tin whistle like that? So Tony could be a bit like that too, being a Connacht champion. And next to Tony is my good friend Maya, all the way from Elphin, isn't that right? And this has to be said as well, that Maya has qualified along with a few others in the dancing. Isn't that right, Maya? Good stuff. And last but by no means least is Amber. And Amber is from a place called Easky in West Sligo. And Amber, we have to give her title as well. She was the reigning All-Ireland Bones champion under 18. Now there's a story here, but they're still getting on really well. See the fella here with the slick look and the nice hairstyle? Erla was going down to Abbeyfield in West Limerick for his hat trick of Bones playing titles. Amber came out of retirement and bet him. Go on, Sligo. No, they're gone on him, so I leave it up to the bodhrán group. So.
Hello everyone. So we just decided I'd speak on behalf of us, and we'd just like to say a massive thank you to Junior. He's dedicated a lot of time and he's imparted a lot of knowledge and encouragement. He's just a great man and a great teacher. So we'd all like to say a massive thank you on behalf of us all and all his students.
many years, teaching here at the summer school in Tutor, and also teaching in the Coleman Centre and workshops all over Ireland and indeed beyond. He has given workshops in New York and also at the Milwaukee Trad Fest and in around Europe. I think one of his greatest achievements was subbing in Denmark for a U2 tribute band. It's straight away from the traditional a bit there, a little bit. I think you're going to introduce somebody now again, is that right?
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'm teaching here, I suppose, 33 years. I started teaching here in 1991. It only seems like yesterday. Don't laugh, Claire. Payback. But I had one student who was always in the classroom before me, no matter how. No, Claire, I'm not. No matter how early I came, Margaret was there. Sorry. But I'm speaking about Margaret Kilorden. Yeah. It's okay. A lot of people would attribute me with all these tricky shots and offbeats and stuff like this, but I learned that of Margaret, really, to be honest. Margaret used to perform at, we'd have recitals, usually on a Wednesday or Thursday, and Margaret would always do the solo piece. And I know Sean O'Neill, who's a two-time All-Ireland champion from Castlewellan, couldn't be here tonight because his wife's parents, it's their 50th wedding anniversary. But Sean was doing solos and he was incorporating the ankle and the knee and the elbow and the head and everything. But he learned all these movements from Margaret. He did indeed, yeah. So Margaret was, you know, she was an amazing person. She was very inclusive, and I was in direct competition with the Sligo football team of the time. I thought I was her boyfriend, but she was you know, me and Paul Taylor were in, and Eamon O'Hara, you know, it was a big competition between us all, you know. But I remember, you know, we all heard of the Valley of Baal na Blah and the ambush there. Well, when I was getting married way back in 1997 and heading to the reception, the entourage came through Tubbercurry, but there was an ambush in Tubbercurry that day as well. Margaret stood out and stopped the limousine, and she came around to my side of the car, and I got a hug, and that's about it. You know, so she was determined to, you know, that she hadn't gone away. She was there, but she never went away, and she was so punctual, and it was, you know, so sad that she had to pass away. But I was honoured and privileged to do a solo at her gravesite. Really was. So thank you.
So just to say, I'm going to say my few words now, and I'll start by continuing from what Junior said. Thank you, Junior. We all know what you've done as a teacher. Always so inclusive, so encouraging of everyone. And that's Junior Davey. So I just want to say a few quick words of thank you, and then we'll come back to Margaret Kilorden, and she'd be delighted that she'll get 2 rounds of chat about her. Only thrilled, wouldn't she? Yes. Yeah. So, just briefly, I see Marie Flannery is here, and on behalf of the South Sligo Summer School Committee, we're only starting off this week, and we thank you for your patience and forbearance as we do our very best to create the best experience we can for you. And it is a challenge. You can see how, you know, here tonight, the crowd, we had to turn people away, but there's plenty more coming this week, and thank you very much. I'll thank John and Loretta Burke for facilitating us here all week. I want to thank Tom Walsh and Lisa Walsh for doing the videoing and live streaming for us tonight. I want to thank John McHugh and Maria Lynn for doing the sound and doing such a wonderful job. And is Marie there? Is anyone else Marie? Yeah, John and Loretta Burke, absolutely. Thanks for everything, being so patient. Thanks a million. And the most important group of all, there'll be no summer school without the musicians, singers and dancers, be they tutors, be they listeners who might play an odd time, everyone. So that's what the summer school is, musicians, singers and dancers. You're seeing some of them here tonight, and thank you from the bottom of our hearts to each and every one of them. So, back to Margaret Cloran, and thank you to the Cloran family. We have Annie here tonight, we have Tommy, and we have Bridie, have we? Yeah, so 3 of her siblings who are here tonight. And we're thinking of her dear mum and dad, who are still with us, and her mother Annie met with some people at lunchtime today, which was wonderful, and her dad Tommy, and all the rest of her family. She was one of us at 6? 1 of 6, yeah, and we all loved her so much in Tubbercurry. And thanks to the Cloran family, there's going to be a scholarship going forward. I think, Junior, it might be name out of a hat, maybe, from this year. Somebody who'd like to come back next year can come back and on the head of Margaret, you know, that the Cloran family are doing that so nice, and thank you. Garmila Macbeth. Now, there's one other very important lady here tonight at Junior's side, and that's Yelka. So, Yelka, if you can come forward, we'd just like to give you something, a memento of the evening, please. We have 2 lovely photographs of Margaret, but we're going to leave them where they are, and you can have a look afterwards, and we'll give them to the family afterwards, okay? All right. And now, Junior, this way around. A little something, and then the music will speak for itself after this. But Junior Davey, Garmila Mahagat, thanks for everything, Junior. Thank you, and back to the music. Garmila and Father James, Cowilche, thank you, Father James. You're a mighty man.
Thanks very much, Shauna. I get the privilege now, I think Margaret was the last one to play this bodhrán. This is Margaret's bodhrán and her stick. So I hope I do it justice. So I have 2 very special guests to join me here. We have Niall O'Driscoll all the way from Ballysadare. And we have Hannah Dunford all the way from Ballina. Will you join me for a few tunes? Privileged company here in respect to the bodhráns, because these 2 very good friends of mine are no stranger to the highlights and to the highlight from whatever. Isn't that right, Hannah? We're on a bit of a secret, myself and Hannah, because we done a little bit of work for TG Cahir there recently, but we can't tell we won't tell them about it. They have to keep watching the television, isn't that right? And it is right, you just might see us. And that other man over there, Niall O'Driscoll, our young son Oisin, who's down the front there, started with basketball, training with the Sligo All-Stars and everything. And I came down and I was asked to do a bodhrán solo for the senior team, and just was great stuff. But when Niall O'Driscoll came in, he's a house celebrity there, and with the Sligo Rugby Club as well, and the football team and everything. So I'm in serious company here. So give it up for Niall O'Driscoll and Hannah Dunford.
I would like to Congratulations to Junior Davey. The last time I met Junior Davey, he told me to born in school a long time ago. So, Junior, the best of luck, and to all your family. I've been missing you so much, actually. He told me in the tennis center. So, congratulations to Junior, with the family, and the best of luck in your new future. So, thanks for so much.
Well done. So now I'd like to invite a local woman, Margaret Kilcoyne from out the road, from Oman, who's going to sing a song for us here tonight. So please give Margaret a warm welcome.
Hello, and thanks so much for having me, Junior. I remember being in 6th class in the Holy Family and listening to his album for the first time and being absolutely blown away. So yeah, thank you so much. I'm just going to sing a song, Whiskey Me Boys. So. Let your quacks and newspapers be gotten their capers about curing the vapor, the scratch of the gout. With their powders and potions, their slaves and their lotions. Oh, honing their notions, they are mighty put out. Would you bother pathetic to us the true physic and trip to the devil, crown, colic and spleen? You will find it, I think, when you take a big drink with your mouth to the brink of a glass of whiskey. Then stick to the crater, the best thing in nature, for sinking your sorrows or raising your joys. Oh Lord, 'tis delighting for courting or fighting, there's not so exciting as whiskey, me boys. While a child in the cradle, my nurse with a ladle was filling her mouth with a notion of pop, when a drop from her bottle slipped into my throttle, I capered and wriggled clean out of her lap. On the floor I lay sprawling, kicking and bawling, till mother and father were both to the floor, all sobbing and sighing. Conceived I was dying, but soon found out I was only screeching for more. Then stick to the crater, the best thing in nature, for sinking your sorrows or raising your joys. Oh Lord, 'tis delighting for courting or fighting, there's not so exciting as whiskey, me boys. Through my youthful aggression, through years of depression, my childhood impression still clung to my mind. While at school or at college, the bolus of knowledge I never could gulp till with whiskey combined. And as older I'm growing, time's ever bestowing on Aaron's potation of flavour so fine. And howe'er they may lecture about Jove and his nectar, itself is the only true liquor divine. Then stick to the crater, the best thing in nature, for sinking your sorrows or raising your joys. Oh Lord, 'tis delighting for courting or fighting, there's not so exciting as whiskey, me boys. So come guess me this riddle, what beats pipe and fiddle, what's stronger than mustard and milder than cream, what best wets your whistle, what's clearer than crystal, what's sweeter than honey and stronger than steam, what will make the dumb talk, what will make the lame walk, what's the elixir of life and philosopher's stone, and what helped Mr. Bunnell to dig the Thames tunnel? Sure wasn't it whiskey from Owen-Ishon? Then stick to the crater, the best thing in nature, for sinking your sorrows or raising your joys. Oh Lord, 'tis delighting for courting or fighting, there's not so exciting as whiskey, poaching, whatever the hell you like. Whiskey, me boy. I'll do a slow one. And I feel like a bit of a criminal because this is a Leitrim song. Sit ye down, loyal comrades, sit you down for a while. Green Isle, come fill up your glasses, and we'll drink hand in hand. For tomorrow I'll be leaving the shores of Lochbran. In the oncoming morning, I'll be bidding adieu to Leitrim, Drumshambo, and sweet Carrick too. But no matter what fortune, I'll seek far away. My thoughts will be with you by night and by day. There's my father and mother, you can hear them both sigh.
Well done, Margaret. Big round of applause for beautiful singing. Great local talent. Maybe we continue now by inviting the Healy family and Joseph McNulty onto the stage. There's 4 of the Healy family here with us: Dara and Mihal and Grania and Sinead. Is that right? Yeah. And Joseph, and they're all Mayo people. Up Mayo! Up Mayo! And play a range of musical instruments and musical genres. Group classical, traditional and rock music, and I know that Joseph and Dara have toured different countries, been to playing box and banjo is the name of their group, and they've been to places like Belgium and China and Chile and the United States, so it was only right that they should come to Tubbercurry.
There's a band at the moment, you should look them up as well. I think you're going to the States very soon, called Box and Banjo. Now, I didn't look into the meaning of that boxing and banjo, but you know yourself, can happen. But anyways, my connection here is with, well, it's actually with 4 of the group. We have, joining the group, we have Amy Cullen from Ballantor on the bodhrán, and she's a lefty like myself, and I used to teach Amy, and we had great crack in the lessons and everything. I learned how to put Meccano together. Amy arrived to the house one time with a car. Do you know that, Amy? She'd arrived to the house now with sports cars, actually driving them. This was it. Amy is one of the best bodhrán players in the world. Joseph McNulty is one of the 3 boys here, Mihal, Dara and Joseph McNulty. Mihal and Dara are brothers, obviously. I had the pleasure of teaching the 3 of them bodhrán as well. But it went very well, as you can see. Joe's playing the fiddle and Dara's But yeah, amazing to work with them. But we better not forget Sinead and Grania as well. That's where the real talent lies, in the Healy family. The boys are chancers. But this is going to be amazing. I can't wait for it, so hope you enjoy it.
Talk for about a minute there, will you?
Week it was about 36 degrees, but I think this might top it. What Junior fails to mention there is, like he said, myself, my brother Mihal on the edge there, and Joseph here, we're all former students of Junior's, and we said it went amazing, but I ended up teaching with Junior here at the Sligo Summer School a couple of years back, and he said to me, he said, it's probably safe to tell you this now, but the first lesson you had with me, I remember thinking, Jesus, what will I do with this fella? So yeah, ended up on the box, so there you go. We'll start off with a couple of jigs. The first one is McIntyre, the second one, the Rotary, and the third one, it's a great Martin O'Connor tune entitled Rock on the Boat. 3, 4. thanks very much. Just want to say again what an honour it is, Junior, to be here, and it's a testament to yourself and look to your career and to the legend that is yourself and the crowd that's turned out for you here tonight. And delighted to be here, Junior. And I must say you're, like you said, a legend of music and one of those kindest and generous souls I think you're going to meet out there. So well done, Junior. We finish up now with a barn dance into a couple of reels. So hope you enjoy the rest of the evening.
stand up for a moment now. I like to do this thing. Just while you're standing, I just call on Katrina Lagan and Lisa Golden to please come to the stage to play a few tunes for us. But it's good to stand up when you're sitting down for a long time, isn't it? Some of you have heard this before, but many years ago I went to a concert in Croke Park, Neil Diamond concert. fabulous concert, it was wonderful. But there was a guy on the way in, that was before Crow Park was renovated, and so there was lots of hard seats in Crow Park at the time. It was still hard enough, not that most Sligo men know much about Crow Park, but it was nice to get to Crow Park in September. It was September as well. But there was a fellow outside Crow Park anyways, and he was selling cushions, and his sales pitch was, buy a cushion and put a smile on your cheeks. So that's why it's good for you to stand up, to put a smile on your cheeks. You can sit down then again. But it's no harm in just sitting down for a long time. So we invite Katrina Lagan and Lisa Golden to come as far as the stage, please. They're very near it. Katrina is all the way from Derry, so give her a warm welcome. And Lisa is all the way from Ballymote, so give her a warm welcome as well. Katrina plays banjo and Lisa plays flute. And if Seamus O'Kane is in the house, you might join them on the stage. I'm not sure if he's here. Even anybody that looks like him and that has a bodhrán. Or we get a bodhrán for you if you're anywhere near looking like him. You'll be welcome on the stage. Have you a bodhrán, Junior? Yes, you.
No, you're alright.
Katrina over here on my extreme left entertained a lot of us during that awful period of lockdown. She put up a multitude of videos on the banjo. I think Eddie Hart is down the back there. Eddie was a big fan of Katrina's playing. You'll have to meet your heroine here after. Katrina's a brilliant player, and I don't know, many years ago I met you first, Katrina. It was in Murphy's Hotel, wasn't it? About 6 or 7 years ago, more years. I was down teaching in the University of Ulster there, where everyone's on time, I was a bit lost, you know. It's a long time since I graduated from university, and there was this lovely young girl, and she was there kind of helping me, and I thought, Jenny Mac, she looks sort of half familiar, and it was Katrina. And when I was chatting to her, I said, geez, I have this sort of a fantastic do coming up, would you come up to it? And she said, I will, but I'll check with Mum and Dad and see what the story is. And then she got back to me initially and said, well, we're going on holidays in the search of the sun. And I said, well, sure, look, that's not going to work, so. And then she got back to me again, she said, great news, we're getting back the night before your launch, and we'll be up. We have the camper van ready, and all is up, so it's great that Katrina is here. And this other young lady beside me is Lisa Golden, all the way from Ballymote in County Sligo. And Lisa is, Lisa is without a shadow of a doubt, absolute shadow of a doubt, one of the rising stars of Sligo flute playing. That is for sure. So great to have you, Lisa. And for God's sake, you know who I am at this stage, so I promise I won't miss one beat in this. See, the story behind this missing a beat, you see, I got fierce courage. I was fierce nervous in the University of Limerick first. There was 21 students. Well, there was 20 initially, and 15 or 20 minutes later there was 21. Not right there. And I got fierce courage into the second day, and I decided I'd do a bit of a solo, and things were going really good, you know. And I did miss one beat, like, never happens. And she picked up on it. So it's an ongoing battle here between punctuality and not missing beats. So just be on time. Just be on time, exactly. I'm getting to like this microphone now. The most remarkable thing about this musical duet here is that not more than 2 hours ago, these ladies never met before. I hadn't met before. And yes, it's my fault again. I put pressure on them both. I said, oh Jesus, Lisa, this is Katrina, this is Lisa. Off you go and practice. But I knew they'd get it together, and you could hear that with those selection reels. They're fantastic, so there.
I'd just like to say thank you so much for having us here. We're really honoured, and congratulations on all of your hard work and dedication to music and Tutor Curry. You can see how well it's paid off. Everyone's here for you. So we hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Set of reels we played there. The first one was Jim Donahue's and the second one was Martin Wins number 3, and the third one was The Red Haired Lass. So you want to introduce the next set?
So next we're going to play 2 jigs. The first one is called the Culture to Sligo, and we'll follow that with the Coming of Spring.
We're going to finish up now with a wee set of readings. The first one is Martin Wins number 1. You probably think we're obsessed with Martin Wins, but he writes great tunes now. So that's the second one. So we do Martin Wins number 1, and the second one is Nemo Meadow. Hope you enjoy.
tonight by inviting Angela and Caroline Dean to the stage, please. They hail from County Mayo as well, and you know that Angela has several titles to her name. She was a teacher here at the summer school for many years, and a very accomplished musician, and she's joined by her sister Caroline on the bodhrán, as far as I know. And so give them a very warm welcome, Angela and Caroline.
I'm a slow learner, don't go in front of the speakers. Just to say, I know the two girls for a long time. And myself and Caroline, we had many a Spartan match in the world of bodhrán competitions. And you know, it just, what I was trying to get through to the class today as well, friendships can be made even through competitions, and we have stayed friends all those years later. Well, I think we are anyway, Carl. And it's amazing, and I'm so delighted. These ladies come all the way from Belmullet, next stop New York, so it's a long spin over, and I'm sure you've heard of both of them. And Angela is a household name on the tin whistle, as you know, Carmel as well. Doesn't get much better. Another tin whistle player from Tyrone here too, we haven't heard. I'll tell you. She doesn't get warmed up till after midnight, rather. She doesn't get warmed up till after midnight.
After party.
So, yes, what you said, Junior, earlier on is right. We're friends for a very long time, that's for sure. And on behalf of us, we just want to say congratulations and more success to you over the future years. No better man for this tribute, I'm sure you'll all agree, and so well deserved. A true gentleman, Junior Davey. for having us. Finish now for another couple of music festivals.
I'd like to, as you know, the week here, every year, this is the 38th year of it, so it's done a huge amount for the promotion of Irish music, song and dance and our culture over the years, and it's wonderful to see it going from strength to strength. But also over the road in Gurchin, there's continuous lessons and promotion of our culture and our music and our songs in the Coleman Centre there, and the next group are very much associated with that centre and often perform there. So I'd like to invite Maureen O'Dowd and Brian Moyston and John Dwyer and Pat Sweeney, and again Katrina is going to join them, I think. Yeah? Is that news for you, Katrina? Yeah, but it's a surprise. Yeah, it's a surprise. So if you could make their way as far as the stage, please. Juniors started playing the bodhrán at the age of 22. So isn't that encouraging? He started playing the bodhrán at the age of 22. And that was 3 years ago now today. But he won the All-Ireland thing within 18 months, is that right, Junior? Something like that. Keep agreeing with me anyway, as best you can. The first foreman he had, I think, was made by your neighbour, Josie McDonough, who sadly passed away a few months ago in Dublin, who was a fine bodhrán maker and player, so we remember him also tonight in a special way. And Junior is kind of self-taught. At that stage he had different cassettes and the music of Dannon and Arcady, and listening to the music of Ringo McDonagh and Alec Finn and their rhythmic tunes. So he didn't start at a very young age, which is very encouraging in a sense for anybody thinking of taking up the bodhrán or any other instrument, in fact. So he's a good example of what can be done. And he also told me that he received lots of words of encouragement from many musicians at that time. So we realise how important that is also. So, are you nearly ready, lads? So you're also joined on stage with Michael Hurley, who is also, do you know one of the things that's fierce annoying? Do you know one of the things that's fierce annoying when you're trying to say Mass? Do you know what it is? Good man, Junior. Oi. Don't walk in front of the speaker either, so I told you that, didn't I? But Michael Hurley is joining the group as well, and he's very central to all that takes part in the Coleman Centre as well, and has done so much for Irish music in this area. And we're blessed to have him in our midst. So he's joining John and Pat and Brian, and Maureen is staying on the floor this time.
fighting over who's going to do the talking. Morning.
Ladies first. Not used to it. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, all of us up here on the stage, we want to be associated with this fantastic night in honour of the one and only Junior Davey down there, who has achieved so much in his lifetime so far, and he has a lot more to do, he reckons. So, and he will. But it's great that we're here tonight, and it's from Michael, John, Pat, and Brian, and myself. We say congratulations to Junior. Well done on a fantastic night, and we hope you have many more of these. Well done to the Tutor Summer School also. It was fantastic to have this organised in honour of Junior Davey. So thank you very much. Okay. We're going to finish off with a selection of reels, but I think the minutes are gone to the chairman here, so I don't know what they're doing.
Okay, the jigs we played there, the first one was the Candidate the Blanket, and we finished it off with the Butcher's March. We're now going to play a couple of reels, well-known reels. What's the first one? The Bag of Spuds, and the second one is Fred Fins. So here we go.
very much. That's it from us, and we have lots more. Oh, sorry.
Just before you go, Katrina is going to join you and sing a song. She often visits us in the Coleman Centre in Gurchin and is part of the group there on several occasions. So give her a warm welcome again, Katrina.
On the stage. It's always a pleasure to be on stage in the Coleman Centre with John, Pat and Brian and Maureen occasionally. And I usually have 7 dwarfs with me. I only have a few of them. I'm always in white. I love wearing white. So one night we were there, and next thing I said, it's lovely to be on stage. I said, and I counted all the men on stage with me, and there were 7 on stage. And I said, oh, my 7 dwarfs. And somebody said from the stage, he said, Snow White and the 7 dwarfs. So I'm going to sing a little song. My father, God rest his soul, Michael Waterhow was his name, as Connemara, and Michael Canavan, and he was a musician and a singer and a great character. I swear his heart and soul was in the music and the tradition. And do you know SBB? Do you know Sean Bodhrán from Radio Gaeltachta? Well, every time he would see my dad, he said, either he said lilting, or he said whistling, he said, or else he said, you are singing a song, he said, every time you come to the door, he said. So do you know what, Michael, what he said? I'm going to call you a blackbird, a lumdove. So that was his nickname. So tonight, I know I heard Caoimhe singing this song, Caoimhe Kearns, she sang this song, I'd say about 2 years ago, Caoimhe, isn't it? If I was a blackbird, I'd whistle and sing. So I sing it tonight for Dad, and thanks, Caoimhe, for introducing the song. All right.
Breaking
Beautiful. Shane McGowan is going to join them as well, so give them a welcome. Michael Hurley asked me also to announce that there is an adult slow session taking place Tuesday and Thursday at 5:30 in St. Bridget's Hall. So that's an adult slow session in the hall at 5:30 on Tuesday and Thursday. Chewing up the guitar, he's one of the guitar tutors here over the years, and an extremely talented young man, and who has toured all over the world with different groups, and so he's from just down the road, but a wonderful musician and a great friend to so many people. So Shane is joining Paul, and they're about to start. They're keeping away from each other at the moment. Brilliant stuff, brilliant stuff. Desmond, and beautiful music from Paul and Shane. Well done, thank you very much. And now we have another retreat for you, another family performance all the way from Dromore West. So I'd like you to welcome Jason and Damien and Lorna McGuinness to the stage, please. And we're going to be joined by Shamie O'Dowd, I think, on guitar. Shamie is also one of the guitar tutors along with Shane McGowan, so we welcome them to the stage. Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Giving away my age now watching The Incredible Hulk. The Invisible Man was another good one. Bill Bixby. But as I was saying, Jason and Lorna and Damien are part of the All-Ireland winning group Kjol back in 2019. So we'll give them a warm welcome. Shamie O'Dowd has been part of the summer school for years and years and years. Isn't that right, Shamie? Long time. Yeah. And your mammy as well. I think of your mammy tonight as well. Yeah. His birthday was recently. Is that right, Shamie? He's just 90 years young. Is that right? 90 years young. Yeah, that's right. And unfortunately, we weren't able to have our 90th birthday party in Cawley's, but I just have to say that I was the only one that turned up to it. For some reason. But that's alright. There's a lot of food for one person. You don't get into this shape by accident. Did anyone see the McGuinness family?
Alright, thanks very much. Hope you're having a great time at the concert, and sorry for the delay. We were having fantastic chats outside there about Michael Coleman and relations and all sorts of music-related discussions going on as well. And that. So anyways, apologies about that, but hope you enjoyed that set. So we're going to continue on with another set, and thanks very much again to Junior for all the fantastic playing down through the years, and all the wonderful encouragement that he has given to so many musicians. And you know, he really means a lot to an awful lot of musicians here in Sligo and across the country and even the world as well. So we'd just like to pay again tribute to Junior, and thanks so much for everything you've done. Indeed, I've had the personal experience of having many sessions with Junior, and I remember many times we were talking about Andy Davey and the many tunes that he used to play. And Andy was a fantastic fiddle player who I had the great pleasure of listening to on the recent recording. So we said that it would be a fitting night to play some of the tunes we would have listened to in the car and on many of our journeys and that across the country ourselves. So we're going to finish off with two tunes he recorded himself, two wonderful Ed Reevy tunes. The first one is called Love at the Endings, and the second one is called The Maudabon Chapel. I won't mention the track numbers in that. I might be too correct with that, but they're towards the end of the album there anyways.
You're a sucker for detail.
I'd only dig myself in the hole. So anyways, we'll go for them, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the concert anyways. Thanks very much. After two. One, two.
Group of young musicians, Ryan Sheridan, Conor McDonough and Sinead Johnson, and I think they're going to be joined by Joe Kennedy. They were They were meant to be on earlier, but they were all on the log today, and that's what held them up. So I think and Joe Kennedy is going to join them on the bodhrán also. Just to say that if you don't say anything much and you say it quite low, it usually works to get people to stop talking. You know what I mean? But this group here perform locally in different places, but especially in the Coleman Centre in Birching, and they're a super talented group of young musicians and tutors, and so give them a big round of applause. They're very musicians. And just to say, they will be performing in the Coleman Centre in Birching that I mentioned earlier on the 31st of July. So yeah, look that up online. It's a lovely concert. Away with you.
That was huge gigs there. I forget what the first one was called, but the second one was Contentment as well, and then we went into one, was it Ballymote. So we can carry on with a few reels now. The first one is, I'm blanking now, what's the first one? Tom Moore's Downfall, and we go into a version of the Sligo Maid, O'Donnell's Sligo Maid. We would have got off at the racket, and then we'll finish off with a nice tune called Christopher Mill, which would have been composed by Mike McCaig, great guitarist and great composer as well. Would be recently recorded on Tony Lennan's album, so if you haven't heard already, go and check it out, it's a brilliant album. Jen, we'd like to thank Junior for asking us to play here tonight. Delighted to play here, and thanks Junior, thanks very much. So
Thanks very much, Ryan. Just to say, there's an important factor here with this group, and excuse me. There's an important factor here, and it's the gentleman on the bodhrán. The rest of you are important as well, of course, but and that's my good friend Joe Kennedy from Boyle. And Joe was the first bodhrán teacher here at the South Sligo Summer School. So give Joe a round of applause. And then this book from Gertrude came along, and myself and Joe soldiered together for a while, and there was a few rough summer schools. I came in all like a hot shot after winning the All-Ireland in 1990, but I never had taught before, you know. And talk about a baptism of fire. I spent, along with Joe too, with Joe's help and everything, I never had imparted what I could do. So there was 30-something students, I think, Joe, at that stage. And they were all, I thought it was just a matter, I'd go in and show these, and they'd be so impressed, and they'd just listen to me doing solos all week or something. But the questions started coming, and I couldn't address them because I couldn't slow down what I was doing. So I had to go back to the to the drawing board and kind of learn again and learn how to impart the knowledge. And that was with Joe's help as well. Joe's a wonderful player. We have different styles, but I'm sure you can appreciate what Joe has done there. And the connection with the three younger musicians there is Ryan on the box, who's a wonderful box player, wonderful piano player, and wonderful drummer, and wonderful at anything he does. I taught him the bodhrán. And he said to me one day, I can do better than this. And wonderful, well, the banjo player is exceptional, but I have nothing to do with Sinead at all. But that young buck over there, this is a good story. Conor McDonagh. Conor has played many times with Frankie Gavin and everything. He's one of the most sought after flute players in the country at this moment. But I was teaching Conor and Gertrude in the Coleman Centre, and things were going well. Now the progress was a bit slow, but I don't think he was putting the work in at home. But we stuck with it. We said, just I'll make something out of him. And he was starting to get the double downs and all this and the jig. Do you remember Conor? And it was going great. The next thing, no show for about 2 or 3 weeks. Next thing I met his mum, Geraldine, and Geraldine said, she's very polite, lovely lady. She says, well, he's kind of given it up, I think. And I said, oh, Jesus. I said, what's he going to do? Well, he's going to start the whistle. Oh, I said, for God's sake. There he is today. So, yeah. So, thank you very much for playing. Thank you. Thanks, Joe.
bother telling them that they isn't. Sure, why would I? Wouldn't you be proud to have him as your nephew, wouldn't you? We're from the same camp anyway, so... Well, wonderful musicians, and now, speaking of wonderful musicians, and I'd like to welcome to the stage the Collis family, and they're going to be joined by their good friend Marion Egan as well. Hopefully they're close by. Oh, good stuff. Coming from behind. We had a lovely tribute concert to the Collis and Cairns family a few years ago, and we had a tremendous concert last year to this lady here in the black and white, Marion Egan. Went on for 3 weeks or thereabouts. Just before the time changed, we finished, wasn't that it, Marion? All tutors at the summer school over the years as well.
All the wonderful musicians that have been here tonight, congratulating Junior on a wonderful legacy and a wonderful contribution he has made to Irish traditional music in Sligo and further afield, as people have said. We're going to play a selection of jigs, and we'll follow that then with a few reels, and Marion is thinking of a few stories. Junior as well, so she said she'll go easy on him now.
Yeah, Marion is talking. Yeah, quiet now, Marion, come on.
No better place to have an argument with the neighbours than on the stage in public. I just want to say, to reiterate what everybody else said tonight. I'm sure Junior is sick listening to us praising him, but he never gets sick listening to it really. The first time I met him was in 1976. Yeah, and I was on the back of a Honda 50, and no, Junior wasn't in the front seat. I was very friendly with his father, Andy Davey, and I came over with somebody else on a Honda 50 from Manchester to Holyhead, and crossed over and then down from Dublin on the back of a Honda 50. I'm not finished yet, my journey's not over yet, it's only beginning. And we went from there to Buncrana. But in between, we went to Davy's house, and we had a wonderful night in it, and I'll never forget it, because his mother was a great baker and she had her own homemade butter. And we had a northern feed of that, and then we had poutine. And I'll never forget the journey back on the back of the Honda 50. And Junior told me not to tell the story, so that's why I'm going to tell it. He was only a small little laddie then, and he was under the table and he wouldn't come out.
It was my first introduction to hippies.
Just back in the day when Honda 50s were very popular and there's no such thing as helmets or anything like that. So we thought we were, I suppose, we look like hippies to you really when I think about it, yeah. But I'm old now. I'm an old hippie now, so. Anyway, I better shut up. So we're going to finish off with a couple of reels and Cian is going to tell you all about the reels.
Very short and sweet. Lad O'Byrne's, Fred Finn's and the Hunter's House. So 3 reels.
Item of the night, and what's great mention of Andy Davey and what a wonderful musician he was, Junior's father, and the next man up on stage would have played a good bit with Andy Davey and known him quite well, and is a wonderful musician as well, and a great supporter of the South Sligo Summer School. So would you please welcome on stage Harry McGowan and members of his family and friends as well to play a few tunes for us. I think Harry is here behind me. And Shane as well. So we're going to be joined by Mark Dunleavy on the pipes. He's one of the tutors here as well. So give them a warm welcome. Keith Frayne is my nephew, and I'm very proud of that too. I bring him along for any fights that we might have to get into. He's very big, you know, he's helpful. There's the three McGowan boys there, Harry and Shane and Fergus. So just when they're setting up and getting ready, Marion reminded me there of the Honda 50, which was a great machine. It's great to be able to fill a tank of petrol with 50 pence when you were young. I had a Honda 50. Yeah, I fell off it 3 times. Maximum speed going down a hill was 40 miles an hour, but it's still a lot when you were coming off it. But a friend had a Honda 50 and he decided to trade it in. He traded in the Honda 50 and he was telling somebody that he got a Honda 70 instead of the Honda 50. And he said he was, as a result of changing from the Honda 50 to the Honda 70, he was hopeful of attracting a higher class woman, he said. 20 cc's is very impressive in a Honda. Yeah, so. Are you near accolades, for a few years, and so we had many's a lovely night of music and other things as well, and so I'm going to be playing with him as well.
Oh,
Don't go in front of the speaker.
Thank you very much. Just to thank each and every one of you for coming here. A special thanks to all the musicians, singers, dancers, all the performers tonight. Give them a big round of applause. I've just sent to Claire down there and Moira that you couldn't ask for a better MC than Father James. Did you tell them about your first holiday, Father James?
I was going to tell them that before I go home, yeah.
Tell them that one. So it was a lovely night, and thanks very much to all my family, friends, neighbours, everyone here. It's yeah, amazing. And sometimes us foreign girls can be a much maligned species, but I think we've been accepted and all that. Thank you very much. Yeah, just about, yeah. So thank you very much everyone that came from near and far, and Tyrone. So thank you very much, and thank you very much, and thanks, Harry, a very good friend of my dad. Thank you very much.
Wouldn't it be... as Junior said, Harry was a very good friend of Junior's father, Andy Davey. Would it be nice if Harry sang a song for us? Good man, Harry.
I'd like to wish Junior the best of luck the rest of his life. Learning people to play the flute. He learned me to play the... Oh, sorry. I played music with Junior's father for a good few years. He used to come down to the house himself and Joe Cullen. And one advice he said to me, well, he suggested that playing music too fast, it was like a man talking fast, you wouldn't know what he was saying. I'd sing Knock the Sheet on, was it? Dear friends, we meet in love tonight on Columbus' tranquil shore. 3,000 miles from Erin's Isle, that we might see no more. Far dearer still is that fair hill than any other to me. And in our own dear native tongue, we call it Knocknashee. How dear to me fond memories, sweet recollection brings. How oft I've listened the livelong day to the thrush and blackbird sing. How softly used the cuckoo call from out yon holly tree. And how sweet that sound re-echoed round the hill of Knocknashee. How deeply pictured in my mind those places from there I've seen. There's Kesh and Eva, Ballymote, and the hills around Gorgine, the lakes and groves round Temple House, and streams town spreadingly. May the heavens be with you, Carramore, and the hill of Knocknashee. There stands the ruined abbey where our people's bones now rest. That same dear land that gave them birth now calls them to her breast. While we are forced to exile by a foreign tyranny. Farewell, farewell to Carramore and the hill of Knocknashee. 'Tis oft I viewed your cornfields all blooming in their prime, from Cullenean to Clunacool, all along the mountainside. The river Moy so gently flows from there into the sea. Farewell to those, farewell to all, round the hill of Knocknashee. Farewell to evening dances where all merry comrades meet, where the fiddler says, now boys and girls, get up and shake your feet. 'Tis there you'll find the colleens that won't fiddle your heart with glee. For I'd risk my life to make my wife a girl from Knocknashee. Farewell unto my comrades all, to part with you makes me mourn. My warm heart I leave with you, as my back I'm forced to turn. 100 chances there are to one, I never more will see. Those good and kindly neighbours round the hill of Knocknashee. Now the times have changed since I have left, dark heads have now turned grey. New faces rise by every heart, but the old ones fade away. This mournful song of exile, it is all that's left for me. Farewell, farewell to Carramore on the hill of Knocknashee. Thank you, thank you.
Isn't he just a mighty man with a mighty memory for all those verses? Fair play to you, Harry. Isn't it lovely to be here and to be well? Isn't it great to be at something like this and to be among friends and enjoying ourselves? Maybe to soak it in when we're here, because we're nearly there. We're going to play 2 reels, is that right, lads? And then everybody that has any sort of an instrument with them might come up and we'll play something to finish off with everybody. Would that be all right? So you're forewarned now, so don't be shuffling. Be ready to come up and we'll play something at the end.
It's 11 closing tonight.
It's 11 closing, Shane said. It's right, yeah. So we want to be out before that. AM, sure. What do we play? Don't the room on the user play.
Oh yeah.
much. So I could invite all musicians with any sort of an instrument at all to join us as near to the stage or wherever you are. You're welcome to join us. Play a few tunes. Just before the final set, we did the Coleman 3, will we? We'll try the Coleman 3, will we? Yeah, and just to thank you for your patience during the night, and I just could have your attention for a moment. I just want to say a very sincere word of thanks to Shauna Haughey, who has put this evening's proceedings together. Shauna has done Trojan work in the background, putting different groupings together to try and get this to run as smoothly as possible. And we'll nearly be home the same day that we got up. Or someone said to me one time that it's a good idea to go to bed the same day that you get up. It's a healthy thing to do, but we'll nearly be there. But Shauna's done Trojan work in the background, so fair play to her. I also want to say a special word of thanks to John McHugh and Maria Lynn McHugh for the wonderful work on sound. And I apologise for all the times that Junior walked in front of the speaker with the microphone in his hand. You let your way with it. It's your night, Junior. And to say a special word of thanks to Tom Walsh and Lisa, who are recording proceedings here for us as well all night. And to John and Loretta for the use of the premises. I know that some people travelled great distances to be here, so we really appreciate that. And they were here on time, and it was great. Junior mentioned, some people mentioned that they were away on their holidays and they just came back. But the first holiday that I ever went on was to Junior's house. So I wasn't affected at all by the Aer Lingus strike or anything like that. It was, so I think you came to our house then, did you, Junior? You did. That was your first holiday, so we shared 2 weeks of holidays, one in his house and one in my house. I remember a really highlight of the week in your house, Junior, was the travelling shop that came. Do you remember? Yeah. We didn't have money, but your mammy and daddy had money. But anyway, we're nearly ready, are we? It's tomorrow now, so there's no rush, I suppose.
There is a work. You have to teach in the morning.
Oh, you have to teach in the morning. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm not getting up till dinner time tomorrow.
No way around it.
There's a few chairs down here, Marianne and Fionnuala, if you want to come down. There's a few chairs here and sit in front. Do, yeah. Come ahead. So, we're going to play the Coleman 3, 2, 2, and 3. Right, and then we're going home. All right? Promise. Don't forget that talk that Junior is giving on Wednesday. Right, Joseph? That's right. We just wanted to announce also that there were no goats destroyed in the production of this evening here tonight. Coleman 3, 2, 2 and 3. I just wanted to say also that Mark here in the corner is a wonderful musician, and he's one of the tutors, and he's also true to the All-Ireland in... Which one are you going for, Mark? Which? He's going on the pipes. He could go on a few different things, but he's going on the pipes. Now, lads, nice and steady.